So, dear colleagues, let's get started. I'm Vera Bunina, and I'm very happy to welcome you on the virtual platform of the Russian Center for Science and Culture in Brussels. And today, it's my pleasure to introduce to you our new project, Russian Innovation Night. Will present you new technologies, new interesting and dynamic startups and young companies, the new technologies elaborated in the Russian Federation. And today we have the honor to welcome a young, dynamic, and very interesting company, Hello IO, and its technologies of immersive high-tech spaces, mixed reality, one of the most trending waves of 21st century that is very important not only for museums and exhibitions, but also for cultural centers as ours. And I guess that maybe even for us, this new technology and new product will be very interesting. And I hope so that we'll keep in contact, in touch with Елизавета Российская, our guest of today, and her colleagues. Елизавета Российская, who is the Sustainable Development Project Director of Hello.io company. But first of all, before passing the floor to Елизавета and her presentation, I'm glad to introduce to you Mr. Anatoly Gorshkov, the trade representative of the Russian Federation to the Kingdom of Belgium, our partner for today, for tonight, for this Russian Innovation Night of today. And Anatoly Ivanovich, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Vera Georgievna. Dear participants, as the trade representation of Russia in Belgium and Luxembourg, we promote export of goods and services of Russian companies to these two countries. Both countries are important economic partners for Russia. To show it, just let me give you a few figures. Trade of goods between Russia and Belgium in 2019 amounted to 9.2 billion of US dollars, according to statistics of the Russian customs. It's the 6th position among all the EU countries for Russia. Of course, figures trading goods between Russia and Luxembourg are considerably lower due to the size of this country. Instead, trade of services between Russia and Luxembourg in 2019 amounted to $1.5 billion US dollars, which is the figure much higher than with Belgium, for example. Of course, the COVID-19 severely impacted the world trade. In the first half of this year, Russian export to Belgium dropped by almost 15% and imports by 10%. However, a paradox situation was seen in trade in goods between Russia and Luxembourg. In the first 7 months of this year, our exports to Luxembourg increased by 56% and imports grew by 24% compared to the same period of the previous year, of course. Okay, concerning the innovation cooperation, I just wanted to mention that Belgium is one of the best countries in the world in respect of commercialization of innovation. The Catholic University of Leuven, for example, is one of the leaders in the world in this field, especially an outstanding innovation infrastructure was built in this city in Leuven around the university in less than 40 years. And I wanted to mention that the authorities of a number of Russian regions use this Belgian experience in building their own technological centers around local universities. Also, Russian major innovation center Skolkovo was the first international foreign entity to sign a memorandum of understanding with Luxembourg Innovation Agency, Lux Innovation, in 2018. And relations since that time became very tight. Today, all the government understand the key role of digital technology and innovations for economic development, especially in Belgium, where a special governmental action plan, Digital Belgium, was established for the period from 2015 to 2020. And has the following action areas: digital infrastructure, digital economy, digital competences and skills, digital security, and digital government. Luxembourg authorities also attach importance to the digitalization of the economy and developed the action plan Digital Luxembourg that comprises various incentives to promote innovations in local companies and in the economy as a whole. And for instance, Belgium took the 9th place and Luxembourg the 10th place in the last edition of Digital Economy and Society Index in both countries, and the both countries that I mentioned are above the European Union average. Based on that, I'm confident that the experience, products, and services provided by Hello.io might be demanded by both Belgian and Luxembourg customers. So we are happy to co-organize this innovation night. I wish
thank you so much.
Good presentation to Hello and wonderful experience to all the participants. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anatoly Ivanovich. Very kind of you, and we are also very happy to co-organize with you. It was your initiative, your proposal, and I'm very glad that Елизавета Российская presents Skolkovo Innovative Ecosystem. I worked for several years as well, and it really, I can say that it's an excellent project and really a very good experience in Russia of innovation and new technologies. So my colleague, Vitaly Mlechin, will go on with our presentation. I welcome you to ask questions. You can make it in Zoom, you can make it on Facebook, you can make it in YouTube, everywhere. And we invite you to a discussion and to ask your questions to Елизавета Российская. And very good luck for the Russian Innovation Night in Russian Center in Brussels, Europe.
Thank you very much. Just a second, I will share my screen and we might begin here. Okay, so thank you very much, Vera. Thank you very much, Anatoly. And I would like to say special thanks to the organizations you present here. So that would be the trade representation of the Russian Federation in Brussels and Belgium, in Belgium and Luxembourg, and as well to the Russian Center, the Russian Culture Center in Brussels. Thank you very much. We're very happy to be here today. And the theme of the presentation today would be mixed reality format as a way to reach new generations. So surely the format is about entertainment, and we will here speak also about kids, mostly to whom we offer our products. So first of all, I would like to tell a bit about myself. So I'm the Sustainable Development Products Director in Hello.io, and I work over 10 years in entertainment and education industry. During this period of time, I made like 70 projects globally all around the world, and the audience that visited these projects, and whatever we did is about 1 million of people. And also I'm an author of a scientific work on psychology of the game in the entertainment industry. So today, I would like to speak about the following topics for you to understand the core of the presentation. So first of all, I will tell you about the alpha generation. Then we will speak about mixed reality format, technology, business metrics that we collected for the years of when the company is operating on the market. Then I will tell you about our company and about services that we provide. If you have any questions, that would be great if we will collect it all, and I might answer it in the end of the presentation. So, first of all, if we speak about entertainment and about projects in that area, it's very difficult to work in that field because we need to combine many things at the same time. Of course, it's entertainment industry, so it should be something that's really entertain people, something new, something bright and interesting. On the other hand, if we speak about kids, we need to understand that there is kid psychology and we need to be aligned to it. On the other hand, we would like to work at the same time with new markets, new products, and somehow explore and add value to what we already have. And innovations, that should be the brightest word of this era. And of course, companies that look forward for some new achievements and goals in their business, they need to implement innovations. So, alpha generation, those are kids who were born after 2010. So now they are about 10 years old or earlier, they are ecologically thinking, so that's why we can see a lot of movements right now where we can see actually kids supporting the planet and fighting the global warming and so on and so forth. So those are kids of digital revolution because we live in that age at the moment. They're very much in for personalization and they need to show their individuality. That's why we can see a lot of TikTokers now and kids working actually in media sphere because that's already like inborn quality. Many things that existed before and that our kids face now, they're not very easy for them to understand. First of all, because they were born in the other age, in the age of digital revolution. Kids from the very beginning, from the very early age, they start communicating with different types of devices, phones, tablets, and computers. And actually, before they start walking, they already can push on the screen and choose video content to watch. And the biggest idea here is that kids of that age, of that era, of that generation, they can partly differentiate the real world and the world behind their devices. So they live in that digital era and it spreads everywhere. So mixed reality format is exactly what they understand as the language to show our values to them and to actually to explain what we want to get from them and what we want to show, because mixed reality is the mixture of real world and virtual world that comes together to create new environments. So we also use here the phygital technology. That's the mixture of physical and digital elements at the same place. Here we speak about not online activities, but offline. I would like to show a little video here. Okay, I'm not sure if I pushed both buttons. Just a second, let's check. Okay. Can someone tell me if you hear the music?
Yes, we hear the music, but we still see your presentation, not the video.
Okay, just a second. Then I will switch it to, okay.
Very nice picture, but it doesn't.
Yeah, I will start another. Yeah, I understood what is the problem now. And okay, here we go.
No sound.
Huh?
No sound.
No sound now. Oh my God. That's strange.
But doesn't matter. It's so nice.
Yeah.
Okay, then I should be giving some explanations at this time if we do not have a sound. So actually here we can see projects from like all over the world. This was the part that was opened in China. That was actually our director and our technical team. So okay, we're done here. Okay, can you see me well?
Yes, now we see you.
Okay, that's great. So we'll come back to the original presentation. Okay, so that was partly what I tried to explain before. So that's how we create that mixed reality. That's what it is. That's when you enter the place that actually looks like a space inside your tablet. I'm sorry. Technology.
So this is the mixed reality, and it's living its own life.
Absolutely. Yes, that's it. Okay, working now. Okay, so that's what we create, and those are the numbers that we managed to collect during the operating period of our company. I will tell about us a bit later, but you can understand now that according to numbers, if you have that format in, I don't know, in your museum, in your venue, in your sports park or whatever, you're in those 3% of the overall markets who actually interact with that and who has that project. That helps a lot to decrease the customer acquisition cost. Because of course, if you promote something that no one else has, it's much easier to promote it. Then, according to the numbers that we have, the customer retention rate is about 40 to 60% average, and up to 30% it gives increase in attendance in the first 6 months if we speak about adding the mixed reality format to the existing working businesses. Those might be theme parks or whatever you might add it to. then we provide 100% unique content, and it might be customized. So we have some ready-made things that might be customized for your business. And overall, of course, we cannot tell like in one area. We collect data from all over the world, and the annual return is about 40 to 70%. Again, mixed reality. Start it over again. Okay, I'm coming back to the demonstration of the main presentation. Okay. Virtual. Okay. Okay. Just a second. Yeah. Yeah. And the technology we offer is a combination of multiple sensors, software we develop, and the unique game mechanics. Because if we speak about ready-made projects, there are already a lot of mechanics installed. But if we elaborate something new, we make customized content for any project. Of course, we might provide some new ideas for that mechanics, and it might be, you know, somehow changed and added. So the important things that we offer here, first of all, is simplicity, then safety and accessibility. These type of parks, these type of attractions, they are not limited to any amount of people. They're easy to install and very easy to use afterwards. And it is safe, and we do not need any additional equipment to see this, because the way we enter, that's exactly when we start communicating with that type of reality. So it's not like in virtual reality that tends to be a bit difficult in some areas of business. So I would like to tell you something about our company, like key facts for you to understand. We're a Moscow-based company that exists over 9 years on the market. So we create multimedia solutions, interactive installations for different types of businesses. There are over 90 professionals in our team, and we work globally on 3 continents. At this moment, we completed more than 450 projects everywhere, and that's actually the geographical map of our products at this moment. There is nothing in Belgium, if you can see, so we're looking forward for that. So that's our team. You may look at us. Actually, I'm not here, unfortunately, because at that moment of time I was in Korea. But we're like a little family. We enjoy working together, and that's really very interesting and comfortable to actually to live in that team, because we do not participate, we do not see it as work. So the services we provide might be divided into different categories. First of all, we provide new content, we produce it, and we can work either with VR, MR, AR, or anything else, everything interactive and digital. Secondly, we work on the field of digital attractions, so it might be like separate attractions that might be rented for different events, or might be elaborated for some special events, like for the companies to demonstrate their products. Also, we have ready-made products that are inside Hello Park division of our team. So the target audience for our company, for all the projects, those are the governmental bodies, museums and exhibitions, entertainment industry, surely, then developers, some private individuals, and corporate clients. I would like to tell you about the content production, because mostly that's, I think that's the main area where we can create something new and where we can interact with the audience, where we can add value to your project, to your brand, and that's where we live. So our team at the moment consists, as I told you, of 90 people. So we're over 90 people at the moment. We have creative departments, engineers, software engineers, designers, art directors, different types of managers, and testers and sustainable development team, where I'm head of that department. And during this period of time, we had a lot of possibilities to work with the big clients and big corporates all over the world. You can see it here on the list. Those are different museums in like in Spain, in China, and the Russian government, many museums in Russia as well, and different brands. So I would like to tell you about like the most trending and the most interesting projects that we have at the moment. Those are actually ready-made projects, but I will tell you here about it. So first of all, that's Alice, Return to Wonderland. That's really our honor. We already, at the moment, we opened practically 10 Alices all around the world. The first one was opened in Moscow in 2015. The second version, completely renewed, was opened last year in South Korea on Jeju Island. Actually, that's amazing island, very beautiful. So 5 exhibitions were opened last year on 2 continents. We have from 5,000 to 30,000 visitors per month. Of course, 30,000 here we speak about China. There are a lot of people there. And the price for the tickets is around $20, $30, depending on the place where we are. So that's one of the images from Alice. Everything we made from scratch. It's something that was not the customer's choice, but that's something we created ourselves. Now we have 3 missions inside this park, inside this exhibition, and there are 17 multimedia interactive attractions there. So the second thing that we opened this year in Philippines, in the beginning of the year, that's Japan Park. Actually, absolutely adorable and amazing. You can see it on our Vimeo. We have, if you will write Vimeo and then add hello IO, you will find our site on Vimeo, where we have all the videos from all the projects. And this one is absolutely amazing. We worked on it around 8 months, and it really shows good results. Of course, now at this moment of time, because of the pandemic, it's not that great, because for some period of time they were closed, but still there are a lot of people willing to come there even at this period of time. So the average time for visit is 45 minutes, and the place occupies 500 square meters. So that's exactly how the park looks. So that's the real 3D image, and we have 11 multimedia interactive areas there. Wow. Okay, so here I also would like to tell you about some products that we work on now and about some concepts that we also have. So at this moment, we work on digital sports that would be like attractions connected to sports, and it might be installed in already existing environments. So you have like, I don't know, the fitness center, and you would like to add value to what you have now. You do not need to remove everything or anything or change something. You just add more attraction to what you already have. Then the second very interesting thing that we will open by the end of this year, those are multimedia oceanariums. They're also incredible. Unfortunately, there is no chance to come now to Russia, but it will be opened in Russia. So if anyone will have chance, we will welcome you in our new parks. So apart from that, we work on the field of projects for corporate social responsibility of different companies. So here, of course, we speak about sustainable development goals. And the first project that we work on now, that's Hello Park Echo. We already tested the projects on one of the governmental events in Russia, and we had 400,000 visitors in 2 days during that project. That was actually a festival. Also, we work on some fantasy parks, and we have some amazing concepts like zoos, because now we understand that normal zoos with animals, that's not trendy, but people love to learn about animals, and they will love to interact with them. Actually, that's not possible in the park. I mean, in the zoo, in the real one. But here it is it is possible, and it might be completed as well as we make the multimedia scenario. Also, art parks are very trending and interesting, and they already exist in some parts of the world. There are wonderful companies in USA and in Japan who create those types of parks. So we also move to that direction. Also, that might be science parks and music parks and whatnot. So we work with IPs. We recently finalized the park for one of the big Russian IPs, but it's not open yet. Again, thanks to the overall situation in the world, but it will be better, and we hope to open it in December. Also, the kids' educational content that is now very trendy and very interesting to work on, because we understand that normal schools are not that tempting. They do not attract that much attention. They do not motivate kids. So we add that mixed reality format there, and it might become absolutely amazing. So MR and AR and VR, we already launched some projects. That's the Mission Mars in Prince Felipe Museum in Valencia. Also, we opened one attraction, two areas in Urban Planning Museum in Shenzhen last year. Also, we made wonderful shows for Russian stars in AR. So that was the concert where we made the mixed reality and the added reality format, where you can see through your phone the other added content. So also attractions, festivals, museums. I will shortly show you what we have here, just for your understanding, like the value we might add to brands and to the events. So those are one of the festivals in Russia during the winter period. So museums again, and different different offline activities. Here we come to Hello Park. As I told you before, those are ready-made products that we sell on the market globally. So what is interesting about the park? I will tell you now about one of the best things we have. That would be Hello Park 5 themes. So that's indoor space with interactive attractions, as I showed you before. So you enter the park and everything is covered with projections. Everything interacts with you in different ways. So here you need to touch, there you need to jump, here you need to do something else. And in every attraction, we have 5 themes. That means just pushing the button on your phone, you switch the theme to another one. So you open the park, for example, and there are, God knows, 8, 12, 15 attractions. And you, like, first month, it is underwater theme. Then you would like to return your customers and you switch it to animals, for example, and you make additional promotion showing that the park actually is renewed at the moment. So one price for 5 different things. That's the park that we have now in Moscow. And actually, at this moment of time, by 2020, we're the global leader in multimedia theme parks. We will have, like, in a month, I think we will have 35 parks all over the world. So Hello Park 5 themes at the moment has 19 interactive attractions, 5 themes, as I told you. And the price consists of the equipment that you may buy separately on your market or order it wherever you want. Then the props and decorations. Here we also we try to work with the partners, and it might be also done in other countries. We provide all the documents and everything you need in order to set it up there. And of course, what we do, we're producers of the content. So we produce the software and we provide it for you, and there is a license price for that. We provide 1-year online technical support that works 24/7, because the projects we have, they work like in US and in Korea and in different parts of the world. So we all live in different timings, so there is no problems with that. We're already solved that. The installation period might be from 1 to 2 months, depending on the number of attractions. Of course, if you have like one or two, it will be less. And yeah, so at this moment of time, we have that 5 theme parks touring in space theme, touring the CIS countries for over 3 years. So that's the, no, not over, this is the 3rd year. So it might also work as a touring exhibitions in one of its themes. So all the materials we have, they are accessible in English, and the adaptation, if we speak about the language inside the game, might be around 2 weeks. So if we want to make it in any other language, it will not be long. We can do it easily and very fast. So the scene that we have, so we do not need to build like walls of the same size. It might change according to the place that you have at the moment. So the content is easily scalable. And the final target audience here that we speak about, those are the families with kids from 3 years. As we discussed before, that's exactly the alpha generation to whom we try to communicate our products at the moment. And that is exactly the language they understand now. So that's how parks might look depending on their size. So the sizes might be completely different. So it might be like 100 meter, 120, 500, and up to 1,000 and more, 2,000. The exhibition that we opened last year in Shanghai Pearl TV Tower, it was 2,500 square meters. So that was the biggest one at the moment. So actually here, I would like to finalize my speech. That was a wonderful chance. And I understand that what we do now, it really helps us in different ways. First of all, of course, it is about money. But secondly, it is about our future. It is about the coming generations. And it's about the possibility for businesses to translate what they have at the moment to them using their language. And that's exactly what we offer. That's the competence that we have. That's the team that works on that for over 9 years. And we will be happy to see you among our clients. And we're ready to cooperate at different points. Thank you very much.
So thank you very much, Elizaveta. Thank you everyone who has listened. And now I guess it's time to ask some questions. And we already have a couple of them. So I guess I'll start. And the first question, I personally like it very much. So what do you think? Why do people like the virtual, the mixed reality so much? To observe, it's a little bit easier than to participate in some actions. So why do people like to involve themselves into this mixed reality?
So first of all, it is very important to understand that when we see something that is beyond the real life, that looks like our fantasy. And when we are inside our dreams, inside our fantasy, of course, we do not do the same what we do in normal life. We have a possibility to be different people. We have a wonderful chance to express ourselves in a different level, because when you have more like possibilities, because it's fantasy world, you can do whatever you want. And many people, they are somehow, like reserved in normal life, but when they get to our parks, because I saw a lot of pensioners, for example, coming like, okay, what is that? Oh, wow, how do you do that? What is that? Magic, guys, magic. And of course, as I told you, speaking about kids, that's exactly how they see the world. That's how they want to interact with it. That will be amazing if like everything around would be like that.
Okay, and what do you think? Is this the limit of this technology? So will this how will these technologies look like in 10 or 20 years? Will they look as they look today, or will they add up something else, like for example, the possibility to transfer feelings or something that you can smell?
Of course, yeah. So first of all, we already work in that field because we understand that the way the way we sense the world. So there are like normal five senses. Apart from that, there are different like emotions and feelings that come like from inside the body and so on and so forth. And of course, they need to be adapted to this format and installed in there. We understand that speaking about smells, it's quite difficult to install it because people might have allergies to that. So that's a bit tricky question, but the sound is already installed there, and we try to make it so that like in the very beginning, the music is slower, then we make it is enriched at the moment of time where it's like the peak of the part, and after that, like we try to make it as well soft and slow for kids to go out of it without any, historical conditions, because that happens from time to time. Of course, we move forward in terms of the quality of sound, the quality of video, and the quality of everything actually around. We understand that what we used like 3 years ago, because the park, the first Alice, as I told you, was opened in Moscow in 2017. We didn't change much the content because the space was already organized in that way that we cannot like adapt the new version of Alice there. And the version that we opened last year on Jeju Island, it's completely different. The quality, we can really like see two Alice's, and those are completely different projects. So that's like something we already see, like, because we moved to that area. And of course, we hope that there will be more options to have 3D images, because at this moment, only wearing like glasses like Oculus, you can interact with AR like in normal reality. We hope that it will move forward and we will have those techniques later, like possible to not to wear any devices to see it, but to interact with it and to see it without any additional equipment. We hope it will move there.
May I ask a question as well?
Of course,
It's a very practical one. First, it's very exciting and fantastic technology. Congratulations, Elizaveta, for all your team. It's really amazing and fantastic, and it's our future, I'm absolutely sure. And it's very pity that I am not part of the alpha generation no more. But now I'm speaking as your, maybe your future customer, I hope so. You spoke us about the entertainment. Did you ever thought about the edutainment techniques? Using all these in schools, in kindergartens, etc., etc. So maybe even we as a cultural center could be interested in.
Okay, that's a wonderful question. Thank you, Mark, very much. First of all, in that content production area that I told you about, I said that we work on that, and that's not a secret, but it is a little bit. Tomorrow we will have the pitch session for the concept that we have at the moment, that's Hello School. We will present it to different associations and the Russian government. So we are already on that track because we understand that it will really help. It will help kids evolve. Because as for me, I am mother. I would like my kid to have that in his school. I would like him to be like learning and getting knowledges and like moving forward already in that field, because that will help us show kids like different new professions and different new ways and waves in life.
Yes, really, the possibilities and opportunities that can be presented by your technology. It's a lot.
Okay, yeah. So at this moment of time, we speak about three main ideas here. So first of all, those are projection rooms. So that's the space where everything is covered in projection, and it might be in different things. So the idea is that you can get, like, for example, let's take biology. We can get inside the human body and we can really be there and we can interact with it.
Not very nice, I guess.
No, but that, those are like, there are exhibitions of that.
No,
Or
yeah.
it might be history, and we can really see like the spaces, like the galaxies, and we can see like people moving, you know, from one part to another, or you know, like building, fighting, and whatever, you know, like the way civilization is created and where it moves and how it evolves and how it actually dies afterwards. So that might be seen like during one learning session. And
If you can, sorry.
yeah. Okay, yeah, so that's the first idea. The other two ideas are about sport venues. Like, again, as I told you, that's the same infrastructure. We add equipment there, we provide content, and it will be more motivating for kids to participate in different types of sports afterwards. And the last one, it will be for smaller kids, for kindergartens and like first grades of school, and that's about learning numbers and figures and colors, again in that interactive mode, like tell me where is the triangle, like I don't know, throw the ball to the triangle.
If you could provide us the presentation of edutainment projects we could be interested in, and we have a lot of partners, schools here in Belgium for Russian-speaking kids or not Russian-speaking kids. So really, if we could get more information about this kind of products, it could be great.
Amazing, yeah, of course. Now it is in Russian, as I told you, because it's for our market. I will share it with you afterwards, and if we will need to translate it, we can also provide that. So I have some information here in chat.
Yes,
Joel.
it's the question.
Thank you very much. Yeah, Belgium is a white spot at the moment.
Maybe we'll read this question because it's very interesting for everybody, I guess. No?
Yeah, so at this moment of time, we just started exploring Belgium as a market for us. I already visited one of the presentations, and we understand that if we move with our office to Europe, surely we will be based in Belgium. I understood it 100% sure. Thanks to trade representatives of Belgium in Russia. So they are amazing. At this moment of time, again, as I told you, we have a lot of like potential clients in Europe, but everyone is blocked with the virus, and everyone is waiting like how it will evolve, the situation, how we will walk from that this amazing year so far. And after that, of course, we're sure that everything will be just wonderful, because at this moment of time, the projects we offer, they are offline. That's why when we all leave now in online, it's difficult to discuss that, I suppose. But thank you for the question.
And maybe you were working or thinking on working on this augmented reality glasses. We've all heard about this Google glasses, but I guess this program is stopped right now because they just didn't seem to invent the product that will fit everyone, that will be good for everyone. So don't you think in this direction?
So we have some projects, we have some already made products on that field, but again, we need to understand that we do not invent equipment. So we are based on the equipment that exists now in the world. We work on the field of content production. And of course, we would like to work more on that, but everything, again, depends on the technology, and it doesn't prove so far to be the best chance, the best approach, because what I've showed you, that we made the AR content for Svetlana Labada's show. So it was inside the phone. So you download the application and you see it from your phone. Everyone has phones, obviously, but not everyone has glasses, obviously. So that's like we get accustomed to the reality where we all are now.
Mhm. And what do you think? When will these technologies become so cheap that it will be possible to for everyone to buy them and maybe even to install at our homes? So to have our personal AR or MR.
It's still, I think that it will be better and easier if there will be a technology like, for example, you know that there are projections on vapor, and when you project something on vaporizers, so you can actually interact with it. So it's not the same, but the world is also moving there. We see it like possible in, I don't know, in 10 to 50 to 15 years, because we recently discussed that inside our company, because we took part in different exhibitions like Communic Tech Asia, where there are a lot of new projects and new products on the markets that we can see that are presented there. Not done so far, but we're checking on that. We will tell you.
Okay, thank you very much. We will keep in touch. And what do you think? So, how will these technologies develop in the coming 10, 20, even 30 years? So, what do you think? Will it be even possible to distinguish the real reality and this augmented reality? So, will it?
I think it's not about technology changing. I think it's about our mind changing. So this reality is also real. So that's what we need to understand. We do not need to distinguish it at this moment, at this like age. It becomes so real. So that's what we all need to understand and move in there. Actually, I love my work because of that. Because like for my whole life, I was living in some imaginary world because everything, because we're actually like last year, autumn last year, scientists proved that there is no objective reality. So on atoms, they showed that when you look at the same atom, like two people looking at the same atom, so the subparticles, they are in different, they exist in different like points of the atom. So it depends on us what we see. Where we think, where is our attention, that's where our reality exists. And that's exactly where my reality exists. We create projects at the point of design and technology, and we mix different worlds, and we go beyond, really every time we go beyond the expectations of our clients and the final clients, like B2C already, that comes to see our projects. And I really see these happy faces, amazed with what they see. That's, I think that's priceless.
There is some precision, please. Joel Cachet, he missed your response about the clients. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's some. So of course I can tell it once again, but we have, I think we have the video translation, so it might be checked there. I don't think we have time now to answer the same question, right?
Sorry, so I have a lot of questions, but my internet connection is not stable. So I'm sending.
Yeah, not stable.
Now in writing, it's about Africa. So I'm just back from Africa, and I've seen that on your site it's a white page, a white spot. So, and I understand that Africa is going digital big time, and most of the people there, well, they have a alpha generation that is coming up. So what do we have to do, Elisaveta, to proceed with this discussion? So to see in Belgium what you are doing, how we can sell your services and your packages, and what we could do in Africa, because I think there is a huge potential there.
Okay, yeah. Here I would like to make a very important point that every time you enter the new market, you need to understand the culture. You need to understand people values. You need to understand like where they think, how they perceive reality, what is important for them. Now, me personally, and actually no one in our team has that knowledge about Africa. We work a lot in Asia. We already now know how to work with people from China, from Korea. We understand them, and we changed our products. We changed all the marketing materials for them to understand us. I worked a lot with the projects, and actually I lived for some time in Latin America. I also understand them. They are different, but I understand different how. Speaking about Africa, I am sure that there are a lot of opportunities for us in this market. We had a couple of requests from Africa, but they didn't end up in actual projects. If there is a possibility and you can share with me some insights, I would be extremely happy. Thank you very much for your question.
Well, I would say the educational aspect is very, very interesting. So, and I do understand that we may do something there. I'm myself a French-speaking Belgian. Can approach. Of course, I have been so many years in Russia, in Mongolia, etc. I have to learn the communication codes of Africa. But I think I may be quite quick there. So in understanding the environment, and there is money for education. And digitalization is indeed a priority in most of these countries. So there is money, there is development money also. And we could tap into that. But I will not mobilize or take over the whole show here. But I would like to develop further this discussion, yes.
Amazing.
And
so,
by the way, the last point. So I have been 14 years in Mongolia, and I think that on your slide it's also a white spot. So I'm exactly maneuvering in 3 white spots: is Belgium, Mongolia, and Africa. So let's keep the conversation going, and maybe to Valentina and Vera. So that's it. So that's well, your presentation gives the appetite to go further into what is your product and how we could apply that in even the development of, well, culture and education. So well done, thank you very much. And now I'll shut up because I think other people will also ask questions.
Thank you very much. So I hope that the team of Russian Cultural Center might connect us somehow. I do not have your contact, but I can write you my email and we can connect there for the very beginning, and then we will see, right? Thank you.
I'm pretty sure through Vera or Vitalio or even Anatoly that I do not know yet. So we can proceed. So it's no problem.
Amazing, thank you. Are there any other questions?
No. So
Vitaly?
yes, I guess it's time to sum up. But I would like, before that, I would like to ask you the last question that I found very important. What do you think? So which professions are now needed in your sphere, and what's more important, which professions, well, what kind of jobs will be needed in future? So today's children, what must they learn to find themselves, to build a career in this sphere?
Okay, of course. Yeah, first of all, we all understand that soft skills at this point, they are one of the main ones, because what we have, we do not have like only professionals, like professional designers or professional testers or engineers. We have really like parts of our family. So in order to be there, you not only need to share our values, but our values are like really like to help people around, to, you know, like to be ecologically thinking and so on and so forth, to understand the emotions of our other people. Yes, so here we speak like about emotional intellect and about that um, position that you occupy when you try to see like people around you as friendly ones. So you do not see them as enemies. So you need to be like integrated into the team. Of course, it is very important to have some special skills, but if we understand the world right now, we know that people tend to change professions. So if you work only in one sphere, that will be a bit difficult to change it afterwards. So we need to develop like in different directions. Of course, if you're a programmer, again, if you're a programmer, there are a lot of like ways in there. First of all, you might be like managing other programmers. You might be working on some special like products, I mean, in some special programs like C++ or something like that. Or I don't know, work like making trackers, and after that you will change to something else. Of course, everyone is interested in people who have their like their own perception. So not like parts of the machine, but separately thinking individuals working inside the team. So what we have now, we have very big production departments. We have some people, I never even thought that these industry professionals actually exist, like testers, for example. All the games we make, they should be tested afterwards. When my son first came to our company, he understood that that's exactly the work for him. So he said it like days checking if the bug moves in the right direction or if the colors change in the right way. He understood that it is interesting for him. And we work a lot with the different universities. There is the project of Moscow Innovation Cluster now that is called Future Tech, where you can provide tasks for students. And after that, they might come to your company. They might see also different spheres, like see how people are working there, and then understand what they would like to do. Because, for example, like working as an art director, everyone hears like, wow, art director, that's so amazing. But actually, you need to lead the team of, I don't know, 20 designers, and they live all in their own worlds. That is very difficult to work with because it's impossible to control them. So you need to be very inventive in that area. Of course, also the quality of your work, whatever you do. If you're a programmer, if you work on sales, for example, it's very important to do in your field, to be the real professional and to move forward trying to do your job as good as possible and to be satisfied actually with what you do. So if you want to know like what profession you need to work on in this year, we offer you to come to Moscow to spend a couple of weeks with us, and you will understand what you would like to do.
Thank you very much. I guess everyone heard this invitation, and well, I certainly hope that someone will come to you. Because, yes, I guess it's very interesting. Oh, yes, Joel Cashel has already accepted the invitation.
Yeah, that's very, also we see that the industry evolves a lot at the moment. For example, again, the division of sustainable development inside our company. We also work on corporate social responsibility. And that's a very interesting sphere that might be implemented in any business. And not everyone in Russia understand how that works now and what actually, well, why do you need it? Like, what do you do? Why? Because that's important. That's important not only for globally for the planet. That's important for me personally. I would like my colleagues to be involved in that. I would like to create the environment where they will work perfectly, where they will show their best results. We would like to work with the government that supports us. we would like to work with the customers who will not throw the bottles, somewhere on the field, but we have like separate, that garbage bin for different types of garbage. And we would like to show them that it's very easy to make it with us here together and to change the planet.
Wow, it's like it was a very inspiring speech. So
Absolutely. And as a next Skolkovo, I can say that really you're really Skolkovo startup dynamic, enthusiastic, and very, very promising.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Yelizaveta, and really it was a very nice and good and exciting presentation. And I hope that already there's about 200 people who are watching us on Facebook, and I'm absolutely sure that you will get more questions after our Russian Innovation Night in Russian Central Brussels, Europe, because the video of our meeting will be on YouTube and on our website, and we normally get more reactions after the event as well. So we'll keep in touch, and we'll put you in touch with all the interested people who will like to continue this short, brief meeting.
Thank you very, very much. I also think that that's a very promising initiative that you have, the Innovation Night in general. And thank you very much for inviting us here. It was a pleasure to take part and actually to communicate with you. You all guys seem so wonderful. So that's a pleasure. That's important to understand, like, that all over the world there are people who share the same values and who move like in different spheres, but to the same overall goal. So thank you very much for that.
thank you. We would like to thank all our viewers, all our listeners, and all of the participants in this wonderful event, in this wonderful Innovation Night. And I would like to remember that the Innovation Night will be back. So
thank you.
Thank you so much to our co-organizer, the Russian trade representation in Belgium and Luxembourg, Mr. Anatoly Gorshkov, who was in the beginning of this process, and it's on his proposal that we have today with us Yelizaveta Rossiyskaya and her wonderful technologies.
Thank you so much. It was great, really. Thank you.
So it's
wonderful. Have a great evening then.
And see you in normal and in the edit reality.
Yeah, we hope to come to Belgium soon. I wish to get there, because
you're always welcome.
Yeah, when we visited the presentation, it's so amazing to learn new cultures, because when we visited the presentation about Belgium in Moscow, when I visited it, I understood that there was like a coffee break during the lunchtime, and they were offering Belgium beer, and they explained that it's normal to drink beer during lunch.
We can even propose you, Elizabeth, we can even propose you the exhibition halls of our center to test your technologies on Belgium, on Belgium side.
Thank you very much. That's
no, really, we can really organize some presentations, some practical exhibition of your technologies if you want to do it.
When there will be a chance to travel.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
Sure.
Okay, amazing. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening and have a great weekend. And I really enjoyed to be here with you. Bye-bye.
Thanks so much. And thank you, everybody, and have a good evening, and see you soon on virtual platform or Russian Center in Brussels, but I hope so soon in Russian Center in Brussels as well.
Thank you.